It's 3 a.m. You're exhausted. You have a meeting in 5 hours, but your brain is replaying every embarrassing thing you've ever said since 3rd grade. Sound familiar? What if I told you there's a technique used by the US military that can put you to sleep in 2 minutes, even in a combat zone? Let's talk about insomnia, the lies you've been told, and what actually works. Here's what everyone tells you. Just relax. Clear your mind. Think happy thoughts. That's garbage advice. You know why? Because the moment someone tells you to stop thinking, your brain goes into overdrive. It's like saying, don't think about a pink elephant. What are you thinking about right now? Exactly. The sleep industry has convinced you that you need $200 blackout curtains, a $3,000 mattress, white noise machines, weighted blankets, melatonin gummies, chamomile tea, and a bedtime routine that takes longer than your actual sleep. Here's the twist, you don't need any of that. What you need is to understand one simple truth: you can't force yourself to fall asleep. The harder you try, the more awake you become. Sleep is something you allow to happen, not something you make happen. So how do you do that? Let's start with the technique the military doesn't want you to know about. During World War II, the US Navy pre-flight school developed a technique to help pilots fall asleep quickly. Why? Because exhausted pilots were making fatal mistakes. They tested this method on 96% of pilots. After 6 weeks of practice, it worked even with gunfire in the background and after drinking coffee. Here's how it works, step by step. Step 1. Relax your face. Close your eyes. Relax every muscle in your face, including your tongue, jaw, and the muscles around your eyes. Feel your face melt like butter. Step 2. Drop your shoulders. Let them fall as low as they can go. Then relax your upper arm, then your lower arm, one side at a time. Step 3. Breathe out and relax your chest. Don't control your breathing. Just let it flow naturally. Step 4. Relax your legs. Start with your thighs, then your calves, then your feet. Feel them getting heavy. Step 5. Clear your mind for 10 seconds. This is where it gets interesting. You have 3 options. Option A. Imagine you're lying in a canoe on a calm lake with a clear blue sky above you. Option B. Imagine you're lying in a black velvet hammock in a pitch black room. Option C. If visualization doesn't work for you, repeat the words "don't think, don't think, don't think" for 10 seconds. The twist: most people skip step 5 because it sounds silly. That's exactly why it works. Your logical brain shuts off and your subconscious takes over. This technique took pilots 6 weeks to master. Don't expect it to work the first night. Practice it every night for 2 weeks. Track your progress. You'll be shocked. Here's something weird that actually works. Try to stay awake. I'm serious. Lie in bed with your eyes open and tell yourself, I will not fall asleep. I must stay awake. This is called paradoxical intention, and it's backed by sleep research. When you remove the pressure to sleep, your anxiety drops and sleep comes naturally. A study at the University of Glasgow tested this. Insomniacs who were told to stay awake fell asleep faster than those told to try sleeping. Why does this work? Because insomnia is usually caused by performance anxiety. You're so worried about not sleeping that you can't sleep. Remove the goal and the problem disappears. The twist: the people who hate this advice the most are the ones who need it the most. If you're getting frustrated reading this, that's your sign. Dr. Andrew Weil, a Harvard-trained physician, popularized this ancient breathing technique. He calls it a natural tranquilizer for the nervous system. Here's how it works. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 times. That's it. The entire process takes less than 2 minutes. The twist: this isn't about oxygen. It's about disrupting your thought patterns. The counting forces your mind to focus on something other than your worries. The extended exhale activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your body it's safe to rest. Most people quit after 1 try because it feels awkward. Do it for 3 nights in a row. You'll feel the difference. Your body temperature needs to drop by about 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit to fall asleep. This is biology, not opinion. Most people keep their bedrooms too warm. The ideal sleep temperature is between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. But here's the counterintuitive part: take a hot shower 90 minutes before bed. Wait, what? Won't that heat you up? Yes, initially. But when you step out of the hot shower, your body rapidly cools down. This sudden temperature drop signals your brain that it's time to sleep. It mimics the natural temperature drop that happens at night. The twist: cold showers before bed actually keep you awake. They spike your cortisol and make you more alert. Save those for the morning. Also, wear socks to bed. Your grandmother was right. When your feet are warm, your blood vessels dilate, releasing heat from your core. Warm feet, cool core, better sleep. Everyone says no screens before bed. That's correct, but incomplete. The real problem isn't the screen, it's the blue light and the content. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, but doom scrolling through news or social media spikes your cortisol even if you're wearing blue light glasses. Here's what actually works. If you must use your phone, switch to grayscale mode an hour before bed. Colors are stimulating. Black and white is boring. Boring is exactly what you need. Use the screen dimmer. Your phone's lowest brightness setting is still to bright. Install a dimmer app that goes darker. Watch something you've seen before. New content keeps your brain engaged. Reruns of shows you've already watched require zero mental effort. The twist: reading a physical book before bed can actually keep you awake if it's too engaging. A thrilling mystery novel at midnight is terrible sleep hygiene. Save the page turners for daytime. Before bed, read something boring. Tax law, ancient history, user manuals. This is one of the weirdest techniques that works. Think of a random word with at least 5 letters. Let's say laptop. Now for each letter, think of words that start with that letter and visualize them. L, lamp, lemon, lizard, lake. Apple, astronaut, anchor, airplane. P, penguin, piano, pyramid, potato, and so on. The images should be random and unrelated. The moment you start creating a story or logical connection, stop and pick a new letter. Why does this work? Your brain realizes you're thinking nonsense and assumes you must be dreaming. It shifts into sleep mode. The twist: this sounds absolutely ridiculous, which is exactly why skeptical people refuse to try it and continue suffering from insomnia. Your ego is keeping you awake. Let's destroy some myths. Counting sheep doesn't work. Research from Oxford University proved it. Counting is too boring to occupy your mind, but too engaging to let you drift off. Melatonin isn't a sleeping pill. It's a hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Taking it at random times confuses your body. If you use it, take it at the same time every night, 30 minutes before bed. And use the lowest effective dose of 5 to 1 milligram, not the 10 milligrams pills they sell. Alcohol doesn't help. It might knock you out, but it destroys sleep quality. You'll wake up feeling terrible. Exercise right before bed is a disaster. Exercise raises your core temperature and spikes adrenaline. Finish workouts at least 3 hours before bedtime. The twist: the sleep advice industry profits from keeping you confused. Simple solutions don't sell products. If nothing else works, try this progressive muscle relaxation technique. Lie down. Starting with your toes, tense the muscles for 5 seconds, then release. Feel the relaxation. Move up. Feet, calves, thighs, glutes, stomach, chest, hands, arms, shoulders, neck, face. By the time you reach your head, your entire body will feel like it's sinking into the mattress. The twist: most people fall asleep before finishing. That's the point. This technique is used in clinical settings for severe insomnia. It's remarkably effective because it gives your anxious mind a task while simultaneously relaxing your body. Here's what nobody wants to hear: consistency matters more than technique. Your body craves routine. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every morning. Yes, even on weekends. Your circadian rhythm is a biological clock that took millions of years to evolve. You can't hack it with a Tuesday all-nighter and Saturday sleep-in. The people who sleep best aren't the ones with the most expensive mattresses or the fanciest sleep trackers. They're the ones with boring, consistent sleep schedules. The final twist: you already knew this. You just didn't want to do it because it requires discipline. Insomnia isn't usually a medical problem. It's a habit problem. You've trained your brain to be alert in bed by scrolling, worrying, and trying too hard to sleep. Now you need to retrain it. Pick one technique from this video. Not 3, not 5. 1. The military method if you want something proven. The 4-7-8 breathing if you need something fast. The paradoxical intention if you're skeptical. The body scan if you're desperate. Do it every single night for 2 weeks. Track your results. Adjust if needed. And remember, sleep is not a performance. You can't try harder to sleep. You can only create the conditions and allow it to happen. Stop fighting it. Stop stressing about it. Your body knows how to sleep. You just need to get out of its way. Now turn off this video, put down your phone, and try one of these methods tonight. Sweet dreams!